I think.
Bill's not here? Bill's on,
Bill's on the TV.
He's on the Zoom.
Those are Zoom.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, I have not, I think I just spent my load on that last one, and they asked me why I was here. You know, just because.
Nothing
We're
to
all
say
criminals
about,
and somebody
okay,
got a hold
nothing
of
to
them.
say about debate, nothing to say about,
The debate sucked, the debate was horrible, Comeau was a liar. She never got a vote, ever. I don't know how she could even be elected, she never got a vote for anything. Because she lied through that whole debate last
But
night.
very expensive.
So, well, I don't know why anybody would vote for it. But that's, that's my opinion.
and remember, roll call vote because Bill's on Zoom. Okay, just reminding you, so you don't get interrupted.
Okay.
Commissioner Nelson, can you hear us?
Oh, no.
Commissioner Nelson, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
And the time is 11:43.
We're going to call to order the meeting of the Board of Commissioners for Wednesday, September 11th, 2024, and it is 11:03. Please join me for the pledge.
11:43.
43. And here it is also going at. I pledge allegiance to the flag
The flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, justice for all.
with liberty and
Justice,
justice.
yeah, he got way ahead of us on that one.
Yeah. If you all might remain standing for just a moment, seeing that it's 9/11, if we could just have a few moments for everyone who died and is continuing to die because of the after effects. Please, thank you. Okay. Thank you. Do we have any media questions? Seeing none? Okay. And public comment.
Yes, I'd like to let the registrar go first. She asked if she could go ahead, so I will speak after. She's in a hurry, if that's
Oh,
okay.
that's right. Okay. That'll be
Okay.
fine. Go ahead, Lisa. Thank you.
Yeah.
Morning. Good morning.
Morning, Commissioner Nelson. I have 3 items to
Okay.
ask your consent on. I do believe you have copies.
I do. Okay.
The first is a request to sign the contract for renewal of our copier service agreement with Twin Rivers. This is an annual agreement. We own the machine and they service it every year. And in the past, I have signed the agreement after asking you guys if it's okay. So I would like to ask for your approval. The agreement is exactly the same except for the cost. Every year the cost is increased by $20.
Yep. Get rid of this.
And I gave you a copy of last year's
Last year's.
as well as this year's.
Commissioner Nelson, do you have any questions?
He's muted, Commissioner.
Oh, he's muted.
You're muted. We can't hear you.
Nothing.
Did you mute him or did he mute himself?
Here we go. No questions.
Okay, thank you.
Commissioner?
No, nothing. Good. Make a motion to approve.
I'll second. All those in favor, and it has to be a roll call vote.
Yes. Nelson, yes. McGee,
Yes.
McCarthy,
Yes.
Older.
All those in favor say aye. Okay.
Aye.
Okay. And I would say also to, if we could let Lisa sign the contract.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you.
What's the next one?
The second one is, again, signing a contract. We have our land records management system that has an annual contract for both the maintenance and service of the process in the house. We also have an annual contract. That one is a 10-year contract. This one is an annual contract for web hosting services, including the creation of our website and the updating of it, the licensing of it, and the monitoring and failover services associated with keeping it up and running. So the contract is in front of you here. Last year, the contract was $6,240. AIT has increased costs associated with Comcast. They say that the price there has more than doubled, and so he is asking for a $1,000 increase in the cost this year. So it would be $7,240 for 2025. That's the first increase that we've had on this.
Commissioner Nelson?
My only question is, did you say there was a 10-year, the prior one for one of those was 10-year?
The land records management system that runs our office is a 10-year contract. This year is year 3, next year is year 4, and that is a separate amount. That's $27,400 a year.
Okay, thank you.
This
Thank
is
you.
specifically for, this is an annual contract for the same vendor for our website and making sure everything continues to be up and running on the website, and there's a failover service with it and security in it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Commissioner? Questions?
And our IT director's familiar with this, right? She knows, she's in the loop on this.
Yes, she's in the loop with AIT.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second that motion.
Roll call vote, please.
Nelson, yes. McGee,
Yes.
McCarthy,
Yes. And to allow Lisa to sign.
and allow Lisa to sign. I'm fine. Yes for me.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, next one.
Thank you. So this is year 4 of the 10-year contract, this third letter. It asks for the letter to you. You also have a copy of an identical letter to the delegation. It asks that year 4 for 2025 be approved to come out of the deeds equipment account. 2024, we have not earned quite the amount that this cost is, but there is plenty of money in the deeds equipment account right now, and I think it's prudent to spend the $27,500 annual amount from the deeds equipment account to keep it relatively stable. So I'm asking you, and if you approve this, I will then ask the delegation for authority to spend the deeds equipment account money instead of the taxpayers' general fund money for our land records management system for next year.
Question.
Go
If
ahead.
there's an overcost on this, where would that money come from?
Pardon me, can you say that again?
Yes, if you don't have enough money in that account, what would happen automatically then?
Well, it would have to go into the general fund pool, but there is plenty of money in the deeds equipment account at the moment. I believe there's $130,000. And our equipment will need to get replaced at some point in time, but I don't anticipate that happening within the next 2 years.
Thank you.
Commissioner?
I make a motion that be accepted.
Yes, I'd second that. Just a quick question.
Sure.
Does the 27.5 cover all of the maintenance, or do we have to pay above and beyond that?
No, that covers everything except for this website
Right.
annual
Okay.
contract.
All right, just a question. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay. Phil, roll call vote?
Nelson, yes. McGee,
Yes.
McCarthy,
Yes.
Walden, 3-0.
Thank you very much.
Okay, anything else?
Nothing else, I will ask Melissa to send the letter off with today's date to the delegation and see if we can get that established before the budget, because otherwise it will have to come out of our budget. Thank you, appreciate it.
See you. Okay, so we'll
Thank
go
you.
back to public comment.
Yes, Rick Kane from Wolfboro. I still haven't received my right-to-know request on the wages. It's now a month. Am I going to be getting that?
Lisa, Melissa, were you working on that, or I can,
Yes, I am working on it, and it has to be reviewed by Labor Council first to make sure that we're not releasing anything that we're not allowed to release.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry that it's taking so long, but
Okay, I didn't get an email saying that that's what, so I just following through.
thank you.
And also, I want to make a comment on Commissioner Nelson's comment last week about agency nurses and all. Mountain View, Carroll County, the nursing home, has always been the crown jewel throughout the state. And we're not like every other nursing home. We never had been like every other nursing home. And what has transpired in the last couple of years that has forced them to go to agency nurses has been a direct result, I feel, from when they hired a administrator that was incompetent, and it started to snowball. So yes, there are agency nurses throughout the state and all, but Mountain View wasn't one of those. And like I said, when they hired that administrator, things started to snowball. They walked a person out of the building, like a criminal, and it snowballed from there. You had staff that was upset, you had residents that were upset, and the current commissioners at the time did not address that, and that's where we're at now with the out-of-control agency staffing in that building. It's a wonderful facility, there's still wonderful staff over there, but you've lost a lot of good people. Thank you.
Any other public comments?
Yes, Pal Samurai. So I'm a little upset that I had to come here on a Wednesday because I try to do these usually Thursdays. I do have to work, so it's not like I can just snap my fingers and be able to, it's difficult. So I would like to see a little bit more consistency. I'm trying to get my town to do the same thing. For some reason, people don't feel like they have to accommodate us at all. It's so we have to accommodate them to their schedule. And I'm sure that's kind of backwards. Most people have to work. They can't come to these meetings. I only do it because I'm stubborn. That's it. Everybody else is they can't afford it. Maybe you guys can afford to be. I'm sure that if you can run for these seats, you can afford to not have to worry about going to work. It's very difficult. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm getting to the point where I'm very frustrated with this whole process, and everybody's I feel like they're all criminals. Now, I'm not calling you criminals directly, but it's ridiculous how the corporate government that we have has pretty much set the tone for everything, and it's not supposed to be that way. We're supposed to run you guys. So I think we need less government, less controls, and more consistency in meetings to let people know what's going on. And I just want to make that clear.
Thank you, Dennis. Any other public comment? Okay.
Good morning.
Great.
Is it okay if we sit here?
Yes, what kind of comments do you have?
I just want to, first of all, say thank you for all you do. I know it's not a fun job all the time. We're with White Horse Recovery. I'm Matt Platch, Executive Director. This is Eric Moran. He is the Senior Director of our RCOs. He's part of our leadership team. Eric is also a CRSW, which is a Certified Recovery Support Worker. And I call him 005 because he's the 5th one ever in the state of New Hampshire. He's White Horse's first employee going back 10 years. And so, but we're having an event on Saturday, and that's what I wanted to talk about. Up in North Conway, it's in support of, September is Recovery Month, National Recovery Month. And so we're doing an event up in Schuler Park on Saturday from 11 to 3. Everyone in the public is welcome. We've got 18 other groups that work in this area, in the area of recovery and behavioral health coming. They've signed up. They'll have their own tables set up. We'll have live music. We'll have food by donation. And anyone that's interested in this topic can come and learn about recovery, learn about the resources that are currently available in Carroll County to support people that have a need. And I mean, if there's anyone in Carroll County that doesn't know somebody that's been affected by this drug crisis that we're having, I'd be surprised. Back in 2014, New Hampshire had the highest, or the 3rd highest rate of drug overdose mortality in the country, at a rate of 26 per 100,000. We're currently about middle of the pack. And that's because of all the work that's been done in New Hampshire. And right now it's 36 per 100,000. It's gone up by 10. That's despite all the work that's being done here and nationally. The problem is not getting smaller, it's getting bigger. And now we've added a lot of behavioral health issues on top of it. Coming out of COVID, coming out of the lockdown, we're seeing a lot of young people, teenagers, with issues as well. And so this is a chance to come out and learn about what's going on, get some food, meet some other people. We're going to have speakers during the day. You guys are welcome to come talk, Anyway, we hope you'll come. And I'd like to leave some flyers for you all, learn about it. And if you have any questions, this would be the time to ask, I guess. But
Okay,
we're happy to take questions.
I have no questions.
Okay.
No questions.
Okay,
All right.
thank you guys for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Everyone can recover. Sorry,
True.
I gotta do it.
Oh, mine
Okay.
Here. I'll leave some with you. You can post it.
005, the cheerleader.
005.
It's my primary
Always.
function.
Always,
Guys have a good
You
day.
too.
yeah. Take care.
Thank you.
Okay, the minutes for September 5th.
Motion to approve.
I'll second that motion.
Roll
Roll
call.
call.
Bill?
Yes. Roll call?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I
That's okay.
apologize. Nelson, yes. McGee
Yes.
and McCarthy.
Yes.
Signature copy.
Okay. And accounts payable for September 11th was $662,245.13. And we do not have payroll yet because it's not gone through yet, so.
Motion to approve.
I'll second that motion.
Roll call
All those
vote.
in favor?
Roll call.
Roll call vote.
McGee? McGee?
Aye.
Nelson, yes. McCarthy?
Yes. Okay. Lisa's already gone. Okay. Dominic, does he have paperwork today?
I texted him and I'm just waiting for him to reply. I'll probably give him a call while you're in Hale's meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we will go into recess for Hale's Board of Selectmen meeting.
12:01.
12:01. The only thing that we have is minutes.
Motion to approve.
I'll second those motion.
All those in favor? Bill, roll call vote?
Aye. Oh, roll call, okay. Nelson, yes. McGee?
Yes.
And, McCarthy?
Yes. You just want us to sign one of these?
I have one for you.
Okay.
And was there an invoice or a check also?
Yeah.
For him? Okay.
Yes.
Just want to make sure I put it in there. There's that. Thank you. And the sheriff is on his way over.
Okay. It's good.
That's the trouble with Fred this year.
Disturbing the peace.
Oh, I thought that was me.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
where are the Hales minutes actually located?
we have a copy here, and also a copy is sent to the town clerk in Hales.
Are they posted anywhere?
I think they post them up there.
Okay. Just curious.
But we have a book in the office with all the Hale stuff also. Okay, we also have a check for Hales in the amount of $356.69. It is for a reimbursement for cell phone and travel for when she had to go to Concord for training. Would you care to take a look?
Is that the New Hampshire Town Clerks Association meeting?
That's what it would be.
Thank you.
Okay, we need to vote for this check.
Nelson, yes.
Motion to approve, yes. Nelson, yes.
Okay,
McGee?
Yes.
Yes. McCarthy?
yes. Okay, so. Just put your signature on. I believe that's all we have for Hales. We will go back into our scheduled commissioner
Madam Chair,
meeting. Oh,
is there any update on the sewage?
no.
May I give you a copy of the RSA and the New Hampshire Municipal Association that talks about the septic and what you should be doing if it hasn't been done?
We're welcome to leave it or give it to Melissa and she'll give us copies. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
12:05.
12:05. And Dominic is on his way?
He is.
Okay. Is there anything else? We don't really have anything else after Dominic. We have non-public, right?
Yes, and also Linda has an answer to your question about the handbook, so she's hoping you'll vote to approve that. She's going to come over. I know she was waiting to hear back from the attorney, but she has now, her, so,
Well, we have, the non-public is with her also, right?
yes. And then she'll just stay for non-public.
I think it's too quiet. We need Ed to sing to us.
Yep.
Come on. something, huh?
It's something.
Go ahead if you want to do
I
it.
mean, I can start asking questions if you want.
I'm thinking show tunes.
I'm thinking something.
There's a couple, there's a couple. She hasn't got checked on here, and they're not signed yet. I'm not sure.
Probably,
I'm not sure.
Okay, what movie is
Not
this from?
Spencer's.
no?
No, I'm not sure.
I stepped on the ping pong ball
I'm not sure.
and had to call the whole thing off. What movie is that from?
It sounds very familiar.
Don't watch them.
It was a ping pong tournament, right? It was one that was all about ping pong tournaments.
No, it's a movie, 1960. It's Anti-Maine.
What is it?
Anti-Maine.
Oh,
Rosalind
I never
Russell.
guessed that.
I like that movie.
I do better with name that tune.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
because they haven't been approved yet.
We should like have a game show.
We should. That'd be fun.
We should give away money.
By
while
the,
we're at it.
by-
That's right, we already did
Dallas.
that.
By the treasurer.
No. There's some that the chair
It
has
was a
to,
shot. It was worth a shot.
not very many, but that's why. And Pam won't sign it until,
You would approve it.
yep.
I'll put my own money in there.
Sign it so it
I'll
will
put
sign.
$100, $50.
If you sign it, then I can sign it, right?
Yep. I'll put
The
number
winner
there,
gets
so-
the trash can.
Oh. Well, I could probably buy one for that.
Computer projects are going noise.
Okay, what movie is this from? Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously. Moses supposes his toes are
History of the world.
What was that?
The history of the world? Mel Brooks, history of the world?
Is this how you entertain your mom?
Well, I was asked to sing, so
Well, it's not history of the world?
Okey-dokey.
singing in the rain.
Oh, wow. You're
I'm
way
old.
back, yeah, you're going
Okay,
way
what-
back.
He's good at this. He's good at these classic movie
You know, I reminded somebody.
soundtracks.
I reminded somebody about something, and I said, I went to the Renaissance Fair, and it was 1992, and I'm realizing how long ago that was.
Right. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
And then I went to a Duran Duran concert in
Duran
1984.
Duran, wow.
1984.
1984.
Yeah.
My first concert was in 1984. It was Daryl Hall and John Oates.
Oh, my word.
Yep. Hall and Oates.
Oh, no.
Yep.
That's,
I have a special delivery tonight. Thank you. The sheriff's here.
Hey,
sheriff's here.
sheriff's here.
Coming to
But-
get us.
I'm the sheriff.
I was just gonna say, I shot the sheriff. But I don't think I should say that.
No.
Well, you didn't shoot the deputy, so you're good.
He shot himself.
I have not heard from Joe. He's coming back or what's going on with him.
Oh, yeah.
He's wrongly, he's still in the down.
He's still,
I know.
not liking to
No.
keep him to, so.
All right.
Things aren't good.
Down. Going down.
Good morning. Oh, you got a file for us, huh?
No, just some, make sure I go through it correctly. So, what this is about is the Wakefield Hill Tower, communications tower, that we have equipment at, but we don't own the tower. So obviously, for the past number of years, we've been paying a fee to the owner, and that is roughly about we pay biannually, so it's $3,545.34 last year. So we paid one in June and one in December. He is selling the tower to some company. So we did have a agreement in place, which expired actually
prior to this, but does have a clause to renew if no one changes anything. So he is looking to sign an agreement prior to selling the tower so that we are locked in for, its term would be 5 years, beginning on January 1st, 2025. And the company would have to honor that, basically. It's pretty much without a hiccup. What it looks at is 30, for the first 6 months, we would pay $600 a month, which would be $3,600. And in the next 6 months would be $700, which is a total of $4,200. So there is an increase, which there was an annual increase in the prior one of 3%. This would also have a 3% increase each remaining year after that first year. It is in a very important site for the southern part of the county. It's basically equivalent to our Oak Hill in Madison. It takes in a lot of the receiving and puts out, so we really can't lose it. We have a lot of expensive equipment in there that we got through the grants. So I would be looking for the approval for the commissioners to approve the agreement. And that sale, he was saying, would be completed, he believes, by the end of this month, so. We're kind of...
Any ideas about after the 5 years? Yeah, that's...
I really don't. Hopefully we can develop a rapport with the new owners and then go from there. We are obviously continually looking at improving communications. I know the north side of Conway, so the Bartlett Glen area, Jackson area, that needs improvement. So we will look back into grants to try and get that done. Talking with the fire departments up there and the mutual aid involved in that. So at the same time, we can look at other alternatives down here if that company's costs are way too much.
So how long does this agreement go for?
This would be for 5 years, beginning in 2025, January.
And what's the price again going forward?
The first year it looks to be $7,800.
And it was $3,500 twice.
$3,600 for the first 6, and then $4,200 for the second 6 months.
But the old contract was $3,500 twice a year, correct?
Yes.
Right, so it's basically the same price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Significantly different, okay. Just for the benefit of everybody watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no dramatic increase.
Right.
Who was the new owner and, or the old owner and the new owner? What company or what?
I have not been told the new owner. I'm guessing because it's not a done deal. The old owner was a company that is, John Kenny is the one that I speak to as far as managing that company from Wakefield.
I'll make a motion to approve and allow the sheriff to sign.
Bill, any?
Well, my only concern is we don't know the qualifications of the new owner, but I guess we have no choice, so I'll second the motion.
Roll call vote, Bill?
Yes. Nelson, yes. McGee?
Yes.
McCarthy?
Yes.
3-0.
Thank you. I mean, I am confident that Mr. Kenny would not be selling it to anyone that isn't established, and he himself will still be involved with the tower, I assume also, because he has certain equipment of his own on there.
Anything else, Dominic, please?
I think that's it for now.
How's the dog coming?
It's the first week of training this week, just started, so, and that's down in the Stratford County at the Armory, so that's where they all train. So, it's looking good so far.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have any other business? We have nonprofit is, not nonprofit. Oh, I've got nonprofits on the brain. Non-publics?
Just to vote to approve the handbook,
That's it?
and then non-publics, yeah. But I thought Lynn would be here right now.
Okay. Oh. We'll wait for Linda.
Okay.
Sign checks.
Didn't sign checks.
Will you be signing all the checks, or do you need me there tomorrow to sign checks?
I think we're both signing today.
I think they have them all. You got them all.
No.
Whoops.
Surprised he ran. Kind of surprised he ran again.
He didn't like to work away, he said he didn't want to turn his department over. Well, he's cleaned his act up a little bit, not different than he was at the last election.
Madam Chair, can I be permitted to ask a question?
You may.
About the contract you just signed with the tower, if the ownership is gonna change, who's actually the contract with? If it changes over, how does that bind?
Generally speaking, it's binding on the new owner.
Right.
I mean, if their name's not on the contract, I don't know how you'd enforce that, that's my question.
I think there must have been an agreement before.
It's usually written into it, but
Okay.
to non-public, we're going to stay in here, so Bill can be on the Zoom.
I'm trying to say you're gonna kick us out.
Yeah, it's nice out.
Put Bill on the laptop?
What's that?
They put him on the laptop?
I can't carry this, no, I'm not, nope.
You just don't wanna do it again,
All right,
right?
it's gonna take all his equipment out?
What if we refuse to go? You gonna call the sheriff on us?
I'm not in charge.
Neither are we.
Maybe we should go back in the non-public room.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good idea.
You could go get lunch or something.
Yeah. Depends on how long you're gonna be.
The former commissioner went in the back room, man.
You did?
Oh, yeah, he walked through the whole building, took him in the back room. So I thought that was all.
Public building, there's nothing blocking him.
Or it said, no unauthorized
Where does it say that?
by the doors, it always said.
Is there any barricades?
No, the door's wide open.
There you go, it's open.
No, the barricade's not there right now. Usually it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, went to the whole thing, went in the back. Took him down and did.
Well, he's got plans.
Would you like to see it, okay?
Yeah, I'd like to see it come down.
Oh,
That's what I'd like to see, like it should have done years ago.
Like building 7?
Yeah, building 7, yeah. Get me started on that.
He was talking about lunches and stuff,
I know what he's talking about. I don't think the governor should have allowed that settlement for that opioid crisis because those people didn't go to jail or anything. What is wrong with these people? You can't settle something that's not done. They created that problem. And then the governor's like, oh yeah, we'll settle it with you.
Are you talking about
$2 million.
Are you talking about with the pharmaceutical company?
Yeah, the pharmaceutical company, the ones who created a lot of this opioid crisis. That was all government and pharmaceutical companies that created it. Now they want us to pay to fix it. And they settle. How can you settle for something? I don't see anybody going to jail. They created the problem, admitted to creating the problem, settled a court case admitting they created the problem, and nobody went to jail.
nobody?
Nobody.
The siblings.
This, what was it, Sackler family is it called? What was the name of that family? They didn't go to jail. They paid some money. Not
Come
near
on
what
up,
they
Linda,
made.
you can come on up.
Okay, come up, Linda, if you want to talk about that. And then we'll go into non-public, and we're going to
Hopefully
stay
the
in here.
food's
One more
gotten better.
criminal
For the
thing.
Some of that.
Just tell me how you really feel.
I tend to just spit stuff out, I'm sorry. Can't help it.
Hello, Commissioner.
Hello.
And now back to the show.
Per your request, I spoke to Attorney Clausen regarding the wording on introductory period versus could we use the term probationary period, and he said that that was absolutely fine. So we'll be changing that wording in the document.
Okay, you
So-
sure you don't, you have no, is that a problem for you?
No, my concern, I knew that the industry, the HR industry was getting away from it, but, you know, sometimes it's trends, sometimes it's because things are determined to be potentially sticky. And so in checking with the attorney to say that that phrase is fine, I'm absolutely good with using that phrase.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Um,
yeah, so if you,
And I had a request from the CFO this morning that she would like to be able to read that also.
I've sent her a copy.
And I guess you should talk to her, but I think her concern was that she would like to see some of the policies that we changed that she thinks should be in there too. So, you know, with dealing with personnel and stuff, she thinks that it should be in there, but I would
Okay,
prefer that I would prefer that you talk with her.
I did.
Okay.
She and I have conversed.
So I'm not HR, so, but that was her thing with this morning. She asked me to.
Okay, I
So I
wasn't
would
aware
have
of
you
that.
to-
She reached out to me. I thought I laid her concerns to rest, but if you would like me to have that conversation before you folks adopt it, I'm happy to go do that.
I thought she had some valid things, and I didn't know if she'd already spoken to you, so.
She had. Yeah, I disagreed with two of the things she thought should be in there. The handbook is the Reader's Digest version that's going to guide employees in generalities about their employment. We have full-fledged policies that give chapter and verse in the policy manual. I don't see the handbook replacing the policy manual. But again, I'm happy to have that conversation and come back to you folks, truly. I mean, we want it right, not fast.
Right.
Okay.
I think something that what did she mention to me about the earn time? She thought. there was
She had some verbiage she wanted added, I disagreed.
Okay.
But again,
That's fine, if you're IT.
You are IT.
no, I'm HR, I'm not
I mean,
IT.
IT.
I'm
So not IT.
HR.
A
Yeah,
little of
sorry. I said that too, and you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all good.
HR.
And if it's been approved by the attorney.
Well, I was just saying, the labor lawyers looked
At it.
at it, and I feel, I mean, his knowledge base is, head and shoulders above mine.
Bill, do you have any questions?
No.
I would make a motion to approve. I mean, if you're the HR director, if you're happy.
Okay,
with-
well, and
if
the
you're-
other,
if
I
you're
mean, the
happy
other
with
part
it,
of this
then-
is, this document is not going to be static.
Right.
Right.
As
You can always make changes.
it's going to be a
Yeah.
three-ring
Little ball,
binder
right, yeah.
document, so that things can, as
Well, I
laws
think we should,
change.
I
Yeah.
think we should get it moving and,
Yep.
yeah, motion to approve.
I'll second that motion.
Roll call vote?
Nelson, yes. McGee,
Yes.
McCarthy.
Yes.
Thanks, folks.
Okay.
I need to pretty it up. Right now, the formatting is a little pinky. Once that gets formatted, I'll do for signature.
And we have a non-public with you?
Correct,
Lisa?
yeah,
Okay.
about staffing. Yep.
And that is,
Oh, where's
Just
it?
stay here.
Okay.
you wouldn't mind doing that because Bill is there. And it is,
We should probably do A,
It's
B, and C, just to make sure we cover all parts of this.
Okay, I'll make a motion, we go into non-public under New Hampshire RSA 91-A: 3, 2, A, B, and C.
okay.
I'll second that motion.
Roll call vote?
Nelson, yes. McGee,
Yes.
McCarthy.
Yes.
12:29.
I guess we're staying here.
12:56.
Motion to adjourn?
Are you
Second.
sealing minutes?
Oh, we did that,
We
yeah.
did that,
We already,
You're supposed to seal minutes while you're in public session.
Okay.
we'll do that again.
Okay.
Make a motion to come out of non-public and seal the minutes.
Second.
Roll call.
Yep.
Nelson, yes.
McGee, yes.
McGee, yes.
Yeah.
McCarthy.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Motion to adjourn.
Second. All in favor?
Third.
The chair can adjourn the meeting and you don't get it.
Yes, all right, let's go.
Comments? Oh.
12:57.
Thank you, Commissioner Nelson. Have a good
Thank
day.
you. Sorry I'm not there.
Bye.
Maybe next time. Well, that was worth the wait.
We got our vitamin D.
We weren't kidding, yeah. We weren't telling Al, we weren't killing anything.
Freaking 1 o'clock. See all this work. Where I stacked it. Whatever. Don't even care anymore. I'm waiting for this next couple of months to be over.
Melissa, you got room to take these back or not?
Yeah, just leave them on the end of the table, would you?